Hi, this is Alan from Mountains to Sound Home Inspection, here with a certified move-in ready report for a house in Auburn, Washington. This was done on July 26th at 9 a.m. Overall, didn't really find too much wrong, but I'll kind of go over some of the larger things that I did see. Starting in the exterior portion of the report, right up front, right behind this little bush here, on the front porch, there's a bit of undermining, which is just basically the soil is starting to move from underneath the porch. Well, this isn't bad now by any means, but just knowing it's there and monitoring or filling with a structural filler is recommended. Around that same area there's some earth to wood contact with the bottom of the trim piece here, and that's made of wood, so anytime you have wood contacting the earth, there's a tendency of moisture and or insects to access that, so I just like to see it backed off a bit. Up in the front, if you see on this picture here, I think it's this window up here, there's a little bit of a crack there. Just recommend that be sealed up. The crack could have been caused by the vinyl of the window kind of expanding and contracting. That's just kind of what they do when the sun has direct sunlight on it. So just, like I said, recommend filling that, caulking it, making sure no moisture can get down into that crack there. Let's see. Going up to the roof, the two gutters kind of drop water down onto another eave here, but it looks like the part of the fascia on that eave is in contact with the roof itself. When water hits here, it doesn't all come down at once, and it looks like some of it's starting to absorb into the piece of that fascia there. So just recommend that be looked at, maybe backed off a bit, or maybe even flashed. In the garage, I just noted that I couldn't see the whole slab. The family looks like they're in the process of moving out at the moment, so there's a few of their items here. Just recommend prior to closing or final walkthrough that you have a good look at that slab and just make sure everything's okay. Furnace worked just fine. Just recommend a service. If I don't see a sticker there saying that it's been serviced, like 2019, I'll usually mention that. So. The only red comment, like safety concern I have, is the water temperature is a whole 3 degrees higher than I recommend. So take a look at that. Something you can adjust in the water heater itself. In the first floor bathroom, I saw some flexible drain pipes underneath one of the sinks. These things are prone to clogging, and they're not made of a really rigid material, so I usually kind of recommend you either know about it or, take care of it. Looks like this P-trap itself is on in reverse as well, so if you're fixing that, you might as well fix the other thing too. Onto the interiors, the flooring, there's a couple stains, but it looks like they just moved out or in the process of moving out. These registers kind of laid aside and such. There's just a couple stains on the carpet as well. Like I said, that doesn't look like they've washed the carpets yet, so I'm not sure if this is a permanent stain or whether or not it will come out. Let's see, on the second floor, right, bedroom closet. Looks like they cut a couple access ports in, maybe to fix some plumbing issues. I didn't see any at the time of inspection, but that damage is still present. A lot of the time people will put a access panel, like a vinyl access panel there. Now up on the inside, this is the other side of the house, but it looks like that same kind of cracking is happening there. Just recommend that be either assessed or filled in. There's a couple of closet doors off track, so I couldn't see them operating. So I just recommend those be put back up and see if they function properly. And then up into the attic, I saw what looks to be a bird nest. Hard to say whether or not it was active. I don't think it was. And just seeing where it was in contact, I believe that this was probably a fix that they've done recently to a vent that may have been damaged, and birds had access at one point. But it looks like it has been fixed at this point. I said overall, looks good to me. If you have any questions, of course, contact Diane. If you have any questions about the report, contact me at Mountains to Sound Home Inspection. Have a great day.